Hello, beloved. This is Lainey Love Dalby beaming in, and I am the creatrix of the Sacred Revolution Multimedia Oracle deck. And I wanted to beam in today to really share about why we were called to birth this Oracle deck at this time, and really to share with you a bit about the underlying meaning and the essence and the energy of the Oracle deck. And really, why it is so potent and important at this time now on the planet during this global crisis that we are really in. And there is a mission behind this deck to ignite a revolution of love and sacred reconnection to the body and the earth and each other and the web of all life. As you know, we are very much mirrored in the story of separation. We are in a state of great divisiveness and disconnection from one another, from the earth, from ourselves, from our own bodies. But now we are really in the midst of a collective rising that is being facilitated by deep waves of ancient healing and a multitude of dances with the fire of transformation. We are in a time of great alchemy and reckoning. And we're really being asked to clear away what no longer serves us or the great bird of humanity, so that we may soar once again to our full heights as a human family. But to soar fully, we must first come back to the earth, to the ground, to the body and the Great Mother, and also to remember that we belong to each other. And this is really the essence of the Great Homecoming and the core of what the Sacred Revolution Oracle deck is all about. We must root in order to rise and shine. And so the Great Homecoming is really a returning to who and what we are, whose we are, and why we've come now at this most potent time in human history. It's really remembering our divinity, our sparkling radiance, our raw truth and deepest gifts. And it's reawakening to what is most ancient and true within us and within this web of all life. And it's truly time that we remember who we are and why we're here, beloved, so we can end the cycles of abuse and violence on ourselves and our children and the future generations to come. It is my deep prayer that we remember that we are divine co-creators, connected to original source creativity and the great all that is. This cosmos filled with vast aliveness and multiple forms of intelligence and consciousness in all things. And that's really why we are gathering for the Sacred Revolution with this Oracle deck, so that we can tap into that urge and inner power to deliver our gifts, so we can rise and soar. Because this Oracle deck is really an inner journey that helps to spiral you into the depths of yourself and your own wisdom and your own truth. It is a tool of remembrance. And it's so essential because spiritual awakening and self-actualization are no longer a luxury. They are an imperative. They are a sacred act, activism for our world. And because of our level of access and privilege and opportunity, we have this opportunity to be a moral force on this planet, birthing our love into action in the world. That's why one of the 13 pillars from the sacred art of sparkling shamelessly is to walk as love in the world. And this awakening is deeply connected to the idea of homecoming. They're really inseparable lovers, because the closer we are to our truth and our essence, the closer we are to really awakening to the truth of what is. And as we open to become vessels of divine light and really chalices of love in the world, we are remembered and reunited and re-entwined, not only with our soul's essence and divine inheritance, but with each other and the web of all life. And this is where we really are being asked to come into collaboration and community to encourage and uphold and support one another on our respective journeys to really help achieve not only our individual but collective evolutionary and revolutionary potential. We're really complicit in each other's healing and the greater healing of the world at this time. We are here to serve as those intricate mirrors for each other's greatness and brilliant light. We are truly stronger together, generating and enhancing our energy and our social impact. And we are being called to stand up and share our full light in service to the world, sparkling shamelessly, because struggling souls catch light from other souls who are fully lit up and willing to show it. And that comes from our beloved Clarissa Pinkola Estes. And this is why we do the deep work we do in our Soul Sparkle Sanctuary learning and practice community. And actually, as our Sacred Revolutionary the Sacred Revolution Oracle deck campaign, there's the opportunity to choose the community co-creator perk, which will actually allow you to join us as a member for the year for our inner circle in the Soul Sparkle Sanctuary. And that's really where we gather several times a month in Sacred Circle to practice the sacred art of sparkling shamelessly, and where we're truly reawakening to our authentic power and sovereignty together. And we're really also going to be working much deeper with the Oracle deck there as well. And we do expressive arts experiences to be able to create your own Oracle decks and Koya and ecstatic embodied movement, and so many juicy journeys that we take to really help stay the course and maintain a sustainable burn. And so this sacred revolution is really envisioning a world that is sustainable and generative and focuses on serving life, on protecting life, on honoring life. And that's all life, regardless of skin color or gender expression or sexuality or religion. The primary language of our country, especially here in America, has morphed into violence in so many ways instead of free speech and liberation and happiness for all. And it's time for us to take back control over our bodies and our power of free will choice and the direction of our country, especially in the realm of politics. Really standing in our agency and full sovereignty is essential medicine now. And so this is how we are truly being called to stand up and shed so that we can share our full light in service to the world. And that's really why my spiritual and leadership development work in the world is all about helping people to sparkle shamelessly, especially those that have been told they're too much or not enough. And there is this need for us to show up in the fullest versions of ourselves, to heal the old wounds that have bound us, and to truly move towards the more beautiful world our hearts know is possible. I deeply believe that someone out there needs us, and the question is, are we ready to live our lives so they can find us? We are all adding our unique stroke to the cosmic masterpiece, and this Oracle deck is the greatest stroke I can add to the collective masterpiece at this time. Because we are on this threshold now, going through a spiritual test that will truly help us bloom through into the more beautiful world. A kinder, braver, and more just world where everyone's basic human rights and dignity are respected and upheld. This is an initiation now into our full radiance and whole systems transformation. And this deck will be a guide for you along the way, to tap into cosmic and mythic and archetypal energies to help you step into your fullest capacities and potential, your revolutionary potential, and to live that. Because it's time that we tap into the urge and inner power to deliver our gifts and medicine so that we can rise and soar collectively, that bird of humanity in flight again. We are in an imbalanced place where the bird is flapping with one wing vehemently and we're spiraling down towards the ground. And this story I originally heard from Lynn Twist, and it's deeply abbreviated, but that idea of we need the balance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and all aspects of ourself in wholeness integrated for that bird to be able to soar again. And so we're really going to take our power back within the artwork and the guidebook and the interactive portal for the Sacred Revolution Multimedia Oracle deck, so that we can remember we are powerful beyond measure, because we are. So may we answer the call, beloveds, that we are all facing now, to come back home to ourselves, to our bodies, to the earth, and to each other. We are truly being invited to reawaken to the truth within and our soul's purpose, and to wake up for the good of all. Let us be beings who are standing in our wholeness, who have come back to our innate wildness and primal instincts. Let us be fierce. Let us truly arise into our fullness now, and know that the only way we'll have external change in our world is to change ourselves first. Personal revolution equals societal revolution. And as fellow Oracle deck creatrix Alana Fairchild has said, this is not a time for self-doubt and playing small. It is time to get in touch with the courage, boldness, and daredevil beckoning you forward. You have the wings to fly. Sometimes we don't realize it until we leap over the edge of what we have known and begin to soar into new life. So come and join us, beloved. We are not only igniting a sacred revolution and great homecoming of love and sacred reconnection to the body and the earth and the web of all life, but we're also activating the codes of light and fierce feminine power and sovereignty and ecstatic embodied leadership and massive personal and planetary healing and transformation. As of this recording, we've raised 68% of our first goal in just a week, and we are really holding the fierce prayer to take it over the rainbow all the way to our 6th goal by the end of the 40 days. So please come on over to the link below and contribute in any way you can. Any amount will do, and we have some awesome perks and really incredible bonuses for you. And we would so love to go on this journey with you, beloved. So we hope to see you inside the journey. Bye for now.